Jeff, the chosen challenger for this challenge, has decided to challenge me to read a specific fanfiction. It's called Return of the Attack of the Deathly Playhouse. It's rated Fiction M. The description is Harry's kids are kidnapped by Voldemort and others, including Spider-Man and Catman, so it's up to him, Pee Wee Herman, and others to get the kids back. So I'm hoping that this is parody, and I'm hoping that I don't have to read all of it. Chapter number 1. Harry and Ginny woke up to loud screams. The kids! They both yelled and jumped out of bed and ran into their kids' rooms. In their kids' room stood two bald guys. One of them was Voldemort, and the other looked as creepy as him, but actually had a nose and was wearing a robot suit that covered all of his body but his head. Also, there was a weird clown guy in there and a golden robot with one silver leg. The clown guy was putting their kids into a big sack that was being held by the robot. Are they all just variations of Voldemort except part robot? Because that seems to be the case. My word, it's good, guys! Shouted the robot. The robot then dropped the sack full of kids and pulled out a red lightsaber. Avada Kedavra, shouted Harry, pointing his wand at the robot. The robot then blocked the green magic with his lightsaber. Unlimited power! Shouted the robot, and suddenly lightning started shooting from his fingertips and at Harry Potter and Ginny. They stepped back so that the lightning wasn't hitting them. Hold them back, C-3PO, shouted Voldemort. Lex Luthor, you grab the children. What is Lex Luthor doing in here? No, you're not Lex Luthor. What about me? Asked the clown man. You just shut up, said Voldemort. Who knew he could be such a jerk? No, stop! Harry yelled, but there was nothing he could do. If he got any closer, he would be hit by the lightning from the robot. Lex grabbed the bag full of Potter kids, and they all jumped out the window and ran away, except for Voldemort, who was flying away on a broom. Also, Lex picked up the Joker, so he was flying away with him, and the Joker was holding the sack of kids. How many villains can you fit into one paragraph? I can't believe they took them all! Cried out Ginny, sad-like. But they didn't take me, Mummy, said a voice that was coming from the closet. Oh no, my baby! Look, Harry, it's... What's your name again? Ginny said. This is a work of art. Hold on, let me go and read the epilogue part of the last book, the girl said. A few minutes later. Lily! Mum, it's me, Lily! I can't believe they took Albus and James! We'll get them back, won't we, Mummy and Daddy? Lily said. How old was Lily? Of course we will, said Harry. But first, we're going to have to get some help. Suddenly, a weird alien-looking guy with a blue shirt and another guy appeared in the room. Here to finish the job and get my last child, huh? Well, I won't let you, shouted Harry as he pointed his wand to the two men. The alien-looking one raised a weird question at Harry. Is that an attack? No, Spook, it's okay. Put your phases away, the other person said. Oh, for fuck's sake. We aren't here to kidnap your kid. We were just on our ship, the Enterprise. We got into our teleporter and we're going to be beamed to the nearest planet and now we're here. Strange. This planet does not seem familiar to me. Well, this is Earth, Harry said. My other children were just kidnapped by Voldemort and some weird other people. This Voldemort name is not familiar to me, Captain, said Spook. Me either, Spook. I think there is something very strange going on here, said the captain. Book then did the Vulcan nerve pincher on everyone and then... Oh, that's just unclassy. I'm not gonna finish that sentence. I have no respect for whoever wrote this. Okay, next chapter. So why did we kidnap those kids again, boss? Asked Spider-Man, who is now evil and wears his cool black emo suit because his darkness expresses his inner feelings and thinks Topher Grace is so hot, and he is also a werewolf. You weren't even there, Spider Dork, shouted Voldemort. But anyway, I guess I will tell you one more time since you were so stupid and forget lots. We kidnapped the children of the boy who lived so we can use their advanced magic powers to power Lex Luthor's machine. But if they have advanced powers because they are kids of the boy who lived, why didn't we just kidnap the boy who lived? Because wouldn't we even have more powers than them? Also, what does Lex Luthor's machine do? Asked Spider-Man. Spider-Man has some valid points. Why is Spider-Man working with Voldemort? Smack! Shut up, insolent fool, shouted Voldemort as he backhand slapped Spider-Man. All of a sudden, the Incredible Hulk smashed through the wall of the building the bad guys were in, but he is now red instead of green and has stylish black hairs. How many? Hulk smash, roared the Hulk as loud as he could. I hate being in fanfics, said Deadpool as he ran towards the Hulkster. He raised his swords into the air, but the Hulk just brought his fist down and squished Deadpool flat. Ouchies, said Deadpool. Major Glory! Van Halen! Kill him! Van Halen strummed his guitar and the sound waves went straight at the Hulk. He covered his ears and clutched his head in pain, but then smacked Van Halen and he flew to the wall and dropped his guitar and it broke. Major Glory flew forward and used his star-spangled eye lasers of doom to cut the Hulk's head off. Ha 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 ha, laughed Voldemort evilly. He walked forward and picked up the Hulk's head and then held it high as he drank the blood dripping out. But who sent him, Master? Asked Chip Douglas, the cabbie guy. I have a feeling we will soon find out, replied Voldemort. Chapter 4. Oh, how fucking long does this go on for? The room is big and there is a big round table at the center of the room. Sitting around the table is Aslan the Lion, Invader Scootage, and his best friend Zim, the White Power Ranger, Squirtle, Nico Bellic, IG-88, Chewbacca's son Lumpy, Head Theodore Logan of the Mayor of Jefferson, and Pee-wee Herman. It seems they were totally able to kill the Hulk dude, said Ted. Yes, the Hulk knew going in he probably wouldn't make it back out, but thanks to the cameras we had implanted into his eyeballs, we now have tons of information about their base and other stuff. The video played and they all watched. Wait, stop it there, said Aslan. Zoom in. The video zoomed in on 2 kids. Those are Harry Potter's kids, said Aslan. Me and Harry smoked drugs and made out once when we were in elementary school. I would know those kids anywhere, said Aslan. I really don't want to read this anymore. The next line just has 2 talking marks without any dialogue in between it. What? What is it? Asked Aslan, alarmed. You said the secret word, said Pee-wee. Oh, shuts up, Pee-wee, said Aslan. But I am too Russian to go. But you aren't Russian, Nico. Well, I sound kind of Russian. This is so awful. But even if you were Russian, how could you be Russian to go? What does that even mean? Good question! So Pee-wee and Nico walked out the door and into the sunset on a journey to find Harry Potter. Chapter 5. Harry and everyone woke up, then they felt their butts, and I'm not going to read anymore because that's a reference to the horrible, horrible line from earlier that I didn't read out, and if that's going to revolve around Chapter 5, then I'm not reading Chapter 5. Goodbye, Chapter 5. Goodbye! There is a window in my eyes.